as I said, mechanically very interesting. It's more than just like jump on enemy 3 times, jump on enemy 4 times. So that's nice. But it's also like, what? What is this? And we're back with Donkey Kong Country 3, Take 2. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. If you're watching this on Twitch, you're like, hey, wait, you already started this game. Let's just take that out. Because I don't remember where it was. Uh-oh. Wow. Good enough. VR. So, yeah, Donkey Kong Country 3. So, oh, gotta do. Oh, there, it's me, Mrs. Wrinkly Kong. I've found life too hectic at school with all those naughty gremlins pestering me all the time. If you need to save your game, Dixie, call here anytime. I'll record your progress on my new VidMeWatch machines for ya. Yeah, there are, as you can see, a lot more collectibles in this game than in Donkey Kong Country 1 or 2. When crossing the jungle, remember to look left, right, and then up for falling monkeys. So I'd like to point out, yeah, this game definitely came later in the Super Nintendo's life because, as you can see, at Wrinkly's feet there's an N64. Yeah, N64 was out at this point. I don't actually need to save. I could have just left, but... So, for those who have not played Donkey Kong Country 3, or any of the Donkey Kong Country games, maybe you've only seen the ones I've done. Generally speaking... Hello there, young Dixie. My name's Bazaar, and this is my general store. All of my brothers are scattered over these islands. Pop in and say hello if you meet them on your travels. So then, how may I be of assistance to you? Hey, where's that shell from? This shell was found at the bottom of Lake Orangatanga and is pretty rare. 5 bear coins at the bargain. Would you like it? Yes. Oh, hold on there, young Dixie. I'm afraid you don't have enough. Is that a mirror? Yes, but it's no ordinary one. It was Cranky's great-grandfather's. Can't let it go for less than 50 coins. I'm afraid I'll have to offend you by refusing credit on this fine item. Sorry. So, I have so many thoughts I need to talk about all at once. Yes. So first thought, as you can see there, a lot more collectibles, as the save screen showed. Bear coins and stuff. You can get coins, get items, and do like trading quests. Yo, Dixie, what's happening? I've set up a smoking new boat shop on this island, but I've also brought your excellent cousin Kitty Kong along for the ride. He may be a toddler, but if you let him throw you upwards, you almost reach the stars. Oh yeah! And if you throw him, his humongous body can see. Yeah, we know how to play the game. Thank you. Funky Kong's music does not have justice. Okay, I keep trying to talk, and then and there's like, talk to this person, talk to this person, do that. Now we're doing a Simon Says mini game, so I still can't explain things because I have to pay attention. Alright. Oh, there's another collectible, banana birds, which are very adorable to be. Yeah. Anyway. Bear coins, banana birds, there's gears on there's a lot of collectibles in this game. And like you can buy things with the coins to do like trading quests, and it's a lot. So what I was saying in the very first place is, for those who have not played these games, generally speaking, Donkey Kong Country 3 is regarded as the weakest link of the original Donkey Kong Country games. Yeah, it's sort of hard to tell, like, when you start talking about the newer games, like, you know, there's Donkey Kong Country Returns, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, which I still haven't played. I have to do that. Yeah, like, Donkey Kong Country 1 was, you know, great. It's kind of simple, but, you know, that's kind of one of the things that makes it nice, is that it's just, there's not a lot of, like, yeah, you find secret areas, but there's no collectibles. There's, you know, it's just platforming. Nice looking, good music, just a good platforming game. Donkey Kong Country 2 comes along, and it's basically one of the best platformers ever to exist. Oops. You know, it's, again, amazing music, and, like, it has the perfect, I think, balance of, like, collectible finding, of, like, you know, you're getting secrets, and you're getting some coins, and this game is, I feel, a little much. Like, there's just, it gets a little too complicated for its own good. Now, that said, it's still a Donkey Kong Country game. So, like, you know, this isn't, you know, this isn't Adam's Family. It's still, you know, in the top, you know, 10% or whatever. It's just, of Donkey Kong Country games, it's the weakest. But, you know, overall, that still makes it a really good game. I'll talk about some, you know, the good things about this game as we go, too. I don't want to just be like negative Nancy being like, oh, this game's terrible. Just saying, you know, it's, I think the weakest link, but it's still a good time, and so we're doing it. And, you know, one thing that's great, Ellie the elephant. She's adorable. Look at her. I think we need to go up here. Yeah, stuff. So, oh yeah, I guess, and you know, like the other games, you get a exclamation point if you have all the secrets. Also, the fact the flag's like up and blowing in the wind means you found all the secrets, and then the fact that there's a yellow pennant on it means we got the DK coin, or hero coin, I guess they're called. They're DK coin. That's fine. I've just been talking about like the differences in this game compared to the first two. Hey, maybe you've never played this game. The story of this game is, you know, it follows the same as the first one. You know, Donkey Kong Country. You're Donkey Kong. You've got your pal Diddy Kong. King K. Rool stole all the bananas. You go off to fight. Well, then Donkey Kong Country 2 comes along. The sidekick, Diddy Kong, is now the main star. Gets their own, you know, sidekick partner, Dixie, because Donkey Kong has been kidnapped. Well, then this game comes along, and now the previous sidekick, Dixie Kong, is now the main star. And gets her own sidekick, Kiddy Kong, because Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong are now kidnapped. There you go. Alright, and I remember talking when I first was doing this stream, you know, one of the things that I don't like as much is, you know, like, it's, you know, the first game is all, you know, tropical, jungle-y. Makes sense, monkeys. You know, you're in the jungle. You know, lush rainforests, great, you know, like underwater reefs. You know, the second game comes along, it's sort of the same, but, you know, it's, you know, you're on a nearby island. You know, in this game, it's all very, like, North American, I guess the way to say, you know, it's, you know, you have these alpine lakes and, you know, like these, word I'm looking for, deciduous forests. You know, just, you know, like, looks like maple trees or something. It's like, why are the monkeys here? Well, it turns out it's because you're in the, you know, you're in the, I forget what the name was. It's something kind of fun, like, you know, the northern cremisphere, something like that. a cute little, you know, pun joke. And so yeah, it's not like, you know, you guys are here on, I don't know, vacation because you moved here, because I don't know. But yeah. So that, I mean, they did account for it, that like this is not the Kong's natural home, but you know, still it just takes a little something out of it, I think. But yeah, so we've gone over the story. Talked about how there's a lot of collectible things to get. I don't know, guess we'll just, you know, find everything else as we go to talk about. And I guess we can start, because this is the level I used as the example, or this type of level, the first time I streamed this. The first part of it. Hello? Oh, it's right there. Graphically, I feel it. Hey, yeah, you get out of here, Mr. Buzzsaw. Oops. Whoa, okay, I missed all sorts of things. Well, we have to play that again. Well, at least as I'm replaying, I can, you know, gather my thoughts. So one of the things, and I will get into, as I said, I will get into the stuff that I think is good about this game. Don't worry. It's not gonna just me complaining the whole time. I mean, you know, some people are into that, like, complain about stuff, but I get annoyed when people do nothing but complain about things. So don't worry, I will get to the good stuff. I'm just, while we're here, I want to bring up. The graphics in this game, I feel, don't hold up as well, because, specifically, I guess, because of the time period that you're in, that it was, you know, when the N64 was coming out and they're sort of pushing the limits of the Super Nintendo graphics to try and make, you know, kind of more realistic, I guess would be the word to use. You know, they're doing all these details, and like, you know, this, you know, look at this, the background, look at this level. It's fine. It's not that it looks bad, but there's two things. One, as we said, you know, it doesn't really fit the jungle aesthetic of, you know, your monkeys running around. It's like, you know, a sawmill, which looks fine, but, you know, it looks like it's out of, you know, like, you know, this looks like a, you know, a Castlevania or Prince of Persia or something background, not a Donkey Kong background. But two, it, like, I mean, like, you look at this, like, Kiddy Kong here in the foreground, Dixie Kong, like, I don't know, like, what the correct graphical term would be, like, but, you know, kind of like artifacting, like, these barrels even, like, you see the background and these 3D things sort of stick out. I mean, because look at them. I mean, they're good models. You know, like, look at all the detail on this. Look at the shading. But they're kind of doing that thing where it's like that. Did it again. You know, the same way that like N64 and PS1 graphics kind of look not great nowadays. Whereas things like, you know, like a Super Nintendo game kind of looks okay, because it's like the things that are trying to look more realistic get dated more easily. This would be harder without Dixie, but no, it'll be fine. Boink. You know, like the first game, they're more cartoony, I guess you could say. Whereas this, going for the more realistic look later on, looks kind of like dated. You know, the other ones, it's like, you still look at them and you go, oh yeah, this is, you know, fun, cute times, and this is like, okay, yeah, this is a older game. That's sort of the feeling I get, at least. And I'd say another one of the things that overall, the music is not bad. You know, this is fine. But overall, I think that the music from the first two games is better. Now that said, I'll do this first. Hello there, how's it going, Kitty? Barnacle's me name, and I've set up home here to build me shell collection. Have you seen me shell collection? It's nearly complete. What? Where have we seen a shell before? I don't know. I think we have 5 bear coins. Yee, let's get some bear coins. So yeah, overall, the music is not as good. It's not bad, but it's just, you know, it doesn't pack that same punch that the first 2 games have. Now, except Funky Kong's music, it's a shame. He's not funky. You know, this is more like, I don't know. I've had people, you know, I had someone in chat when I first streamed this saying like, what did they do to Funky Kong? It's a deal. Hope you're very happy together. So that is sad. Funky, you know, and it's interesting though, like Funky himself, it's kind of he's had a kind of cool character arc though. Like, you know, the first game, he's just kind of, you know, surfing on his thing and it's like, yeah, use my barrel. And, you know, the second one, he's, you know, kind of turning it into a business. And now he's like full-fledged mechanic. I mean, look at him. He's looking buff, dude. So it's like, you know, surfer guy found out that he kind of likes fixing stuff up. And, you know, I mean, good for him. He kind of found, you know, his life's calling, not just surfing, but being a mechanic. So, you know, that's cool, but his music took a hit. I was gonna say something else, but... Yes, I used to... Oh, wait, no, that's someone else. I used to be a scuba diver, but I've given it up for something. Oh, what a beautiful shell. It's just what I need to finish off me collection. Say, kitty, would you swap that shell for me, bird? That I will. You would? That's great. Here's the bird. Please take care of him. Well, got another banana bird. And we're gonna get another one while I'm at it. Yeah, this is just Simon Says. You know, it started with 4, then it goes to 5, then I'll eventually gonna have to start writing these down because every time you do a new one, like once you've completed one, the next one gets another note, another thing added into the sequence, so it gets real long by the end. Title Trouble. I need a Dixie. So, you know, I've talked about things that I don't think are as good. Like, I mean, this background is gorgeous, but it doesn't look very Donkey Kong, right? I mean, like, it looks very nice, but yeah, you know, this is like a Final Fantasy background, not a Donkey Kong Country background. So, you know, that I think's a problem. The way that, you know, the 3D models kind of stick out from the background because they're more realistic, and so like nowadays they don't look as good, whereas the other ones are more simpler, but you know, that gives it that more cartoony feel, so they kind of blend together more. Even nowadays, like you look at Donkey Kong Country or Donkey Kong Country 2 and you're like, you know, yeah, they look fine, they look, you know, kind of old cartoony, but this one just kind of looks a little dated. So yeah, those don't look good. You're like, yeah, you talked about that. Why are you talking about it again? Because I want to talk about some of the things I like now. For instance, they had this in, well, in the second or the first game they didn't have it all. You could switch between people. They each had their own little thing. But you know, Donkey Kong, you know, he had the ground pound. He was the big strong guy, could jump on stuff. Diddy Kong was more mobile, but there really wasn't a reason to use Donkey Kong unless you had to jump on a big guy. You know, didn't. Oh yes, of course. And Guard is back because, you know, they already have one water animal. Why are they gonna switch it up more? And Guard is, I think, the only one to be in all 3 games. We'll find out. Squawks, I guess, is back. You know, he wasn't a playable character in the first game. You know, he just did the lantern. But yeah, get that guy. Make it easy. Anyways, back to what I was talking about liking stuff. Switching characters. There really wasn't a reason to switch in the first one. Like, Donkey Kong wasn't as good because Diddy Kong was just so more mobile. That is the water jump. So I just played this and I already forgot about it. I don't need to... Well, there's a barrel here. I can get it. And so Diddy kind of fulfills that role. He's, you know, big and tough. But, you know, he's got stuff like, I just showed you the water jump, where if you know, you somersault forward, you can bounce off the water. So he's got some mobility stuff. Dixie, same as the second game. You know, she's faster than Kiddy Kong. She still has her helicopter ponytail. Oh, whatever. That works. But besides that, as you've probably seen in other levels I've played, you know, in the other game, you could like step on one another's shoulders and like throw each other at stuff. In this one, it matters who is doing what. You know, oh, he's so heavy, she can barely move, and that's, you know, you saw me do like that. He breaks through like weak ground. Whereas Kiddy does it, you know, he can toss her all around so like you can reach higher stuff. And so that's kind of cool that like they made it matter, because in the other ones it was like, you know, the first game, you know, you don't really ever need Donkey Kong. The second one, there's not the only real difference between the two. It's like, yeah, it's Diddy's cartwheel or her helicopter stuff, but that's only for like reaching certain things. Otherwise, it doesn't matter who you play as. And then this comes along and like, okay, it actually matters which one of the two you're using, and which, like, you have to have both, and it matters which order you're doing stuff. It's like they make it more impactful of a choice. Speaking of breaking, whoop, no, that's right, breaking weak ground. Yeah, and they got rid of Dixie playing the electric guitar. That's kind of sad. Skidda's Row. Yeah, this is just like being the first world. It's like, here's a little bit of everything. Have, you know, an ice level, have an underwater, a water level. Yeah, like that. This song is good. So as I said, you know, it's not like all of the music is bad. It's just, you know, overall, they don't, the songs are, there's less classic hits. I don't know, that's kind of a dumb way of saying it, but you know what I mean. You know, and the, one thing I do like, you know, that they kept from the second game, actually even more, I think the second game still had them. There are no secret walls. You never have to, you know, take a barrel. I want Kitty back, so I'm going back anyways, but it helps illustrate. You know, all the bonus levels are just bonus barrels that you can see. Like, I mean, yes, sometimes they're hidden, but you never have to like, oh, nope, that wasn't a hidden wall, but maybe the next one is, like, where do I throw the barrel? That, I think, is a vast improvement. You know, it works much better being like, okay, you know, this one's just like, jump. Be like, all right, I see a bonus barrel, how do I get it? Oh, bounce off these guys, or, oh, helicopter hair over, oh, I must need an animal buddy. You know, and so the fact that they get rid of the completely get rid of the, oh, you have to take this barrel and check every wall to see where the hidden thing is. You know, they got rid of that, and I like that. So that's another thing this game has done right. Now it's a little more uniform, but also one thing I like the first Donkey Kong Country, they do a very good snow. They got, you know, little things, they got big things. You know, and they're not like nice little snowflakes, they're just like chunky masses of stuff. Which, you know, if you've been in a blizzard, you know, snow clumps together. It's not like, oh, this little crystal. Yes, any individual flake is a pretty structure, you know, beautiful to look at, but, you know, when snow's falling in a blizzard, there's just big globs of snow coming down. Another thing I like, the Donkey Kong, the DK coins, you know, they added them in the second game, and it's really fun to, like, find them, but I think leaving the bonuses as the stuff you find. This is more like a puzzle. You find where the DK coin is. And yeah, this one's easy. It's like, because, oh, yeah, he's armored. You know, you can't jump on him, you can't hit him, you have to hit him from behind. Okay, and you're like, well, that wasn't very hard of a puzzle. Yes, this is still the first world, so I think it's harder. Like, you know, there's things where, you know, you have to throw it up and then like get in a cannon to shoot so that he turns around to face you so that the barrel you previously threw comes and hits him from behind. And, you know, it's finding the coin it's, you know, less about finding the coin and more about you find the coin and then solve it, how you get it. Which I like. Another thing I like, this music is probably one of the best songs in the entire Donkey Kong Country things. So I'm gonna shut up during the thing. You can listen to it. All right, I'll have to find one that lasts a minute so you can hear the whole song. Because there is more to it than just that. But that song is great. Now it helps that, you know, I've played saxophone, do jazz stuff, so like having a jazzy big band song. But like that is up there with, you know, Funky Kong's music and whoops. Yeah, so what I'm talking about, like, yeah, this game overall doesn't have as good music, but that might be one of the best songs of Donkey Kong then. Along with the, I forget what it, you know, it's officially called, but, you know, like the snaky shanty from the second game. And, no. The Bramble song from the second game, the aquatic song from the first game. I already got that, I don't need it, so let's go this way. Yeah. Honk. Ooh, honk. Get another pink flag here. Murky Mill, all right. Oh, is this, yeah. Oh, okay. Bananas. Yeah, going with the animal buddies. The animal buddies are, you know, like the second game. I mean, they're just kind of different, like the second game, so I like them. You know, the animal buddies, the first game, the fact that you only would ride them, but they didn't, you know, really have, like, I mean, you know, espresso. No, it was espresso, right? Also, doing the whole, like, elephants are scared of mice thing. You've been jumping on mice in the dark and it's fine, but you see it in the light, Ellie gets scared. You have to take it out before you can see it. Yeah, Ellie, definitely one of the cutest animal buddies. I think it helps that she's got the real, I mean, she kind of looks like Dumbo, you know, it's the really big Disney eyes. Okay, wait for you to be out of the light. I'm trying to remember, you know, Engard's the same. And I think it's, who else is in this game? I don't remember. Have to, you know, talk about them, I guess, as I find them, because like, I'll just talk about the animal buddies now, and now I don't remember. I don't actually remember who's all. I think Squitter, the spider, is back. And I think I'm missing someone, but I don't know who. Do I need to bring a barrel up? Otherwise I'll get scared and run into the bee. Oh, I thought I'd just like roll through the, like I knew you couldn't destroy the red ones, but, or maybe not, maybe with explosive barrels you could, but I thought I'd just like go through it and hit them. rat, but... Ugh. Oh yeah, one thing I commented when I first streamed, I do not like the bees in this game. You know, I don't know what they're called. Not zingers, obviously, they're different. And I guess because, you know, they wanted to be like, these aren't the same zingers from Tropical Island, these are different. But, you know, the first game was more, you know, I say realistic because, you know, obviously crocodiles and pirate outfits are realistic, but, you know, like, the bee is a bee. You know, in this one, it's like, why does the bee have a buzzsaw? It doesn't make sense. Let's see how long this one is. Nah, this one's short too, so I can talk over that. Again. You never saw that first time. Never happened. Okay, I think I'm like that. Yeah. I will say the bosses in this game are interesting to fight. Mechanically, they're the most interesting because it's not just like jump on a guy, the end. But they're also so weird. So I don't know, is that a good thing, a bad thing? It just is a thing. All right. Speaking of, oh yeah, you're like, wait, where's Cranky Kong? Yeah, Swanky no longer does a trivia thing. Hello, would you believe it? Hello, Dixie. Welcome along to my all-new bonus tent. My show's on the road and it's in every land. The cost of this game, 2 coins in the hand. There are some great prizes on offer today, so come on in and choose to play. Just do that and you're away. Come on, Dixie, have a go. You could win, you'll never know. All right. This is the best one. I'll show you all of them head to head. So yes, here is Cranky Kong. Ah, you reached the bonus game then, have ya? It's not a simple game of questions and answers this time, though. Now you've got to beat yours truly if you want to win any prizes. So you do this, oh, come. It's cheating. Yeah, this one basically is gonna... It's... Oh, so you managed a fluke victory, huh? I'd like to see you try again. We will eventually, but next time we get to one. You spend 2 coins. If you win, you get 4 bananas, punches, 4 coins. So it's easy enough to get stuff, but we'll do it, you know, we'll find plenty more. So yeah, Belch's Barn. The boss is a giant barrel shooting smaller barrels at you that you need to feed bugs as he, you know, is trying to get you. And you feed him bugs so that he burps, and you have to make him burp his way back into a pit. As I said, mechanically, very interesting. It's more than just like jump on enemy 3 times, jump on enemy 4 times. So that's nice, but it's also like, what? What is this? It is what it is. Woo. Back we go. Okay, we got everything there. I'll record your progress on my new VidMeWatch machines for you.